Hi, welcome to another video. So, finally, Claude Dev now has Ollama support. Yes, I'm not kidding. Claude Dev has now added Ollama support, and we can use all the features of Claude Dev with local Ollama models, which is really good. There are also some other cool updates as well. So, let me first tell you about the exact releases, release notes, and what has been changed in the new releases. The first release after the video I made added support for always allow read-only operations, which gave users a toggle to always allow Claude to read files and view directories without needing approval. This release also implemented sliding window context management to keep tasks going past 200K tokens. The next release added the Search Files tool, which lets Claude perform regex searches in your project, making it easy to refactor code and more. Then, the following release added support for reading PDF and DOCX files, which is also really cool. Moving to the next release, it added code diffs, meaning you can now edit Claude's changes before accepting them. When it edits or creates a file, you can modify its changes directly in the right side of the diff view, which is also really cool. The next release added a new terminal emulator, which basically means that when Claude runs commands, you can now type or edit directly in the inline terminal, which is also really cool. And now, the final and latest release has added support for the one and only Ollama models, as well as any kind of OpenAI-compatible APIs. The release notes say that this release adds support for OpenAI-compatible APIs as well as Ollama. So now, everyone can use it with whatever model you want, whether it be Ollama, Anthropic, OpenAI, OpenRouter, or whatever, which is really very cool. Now, let me show you the exact new updates within ClaudeDev itself. First, just head to VS Code and update your ClaudeDev plugin. Once you've done that, just open up ClaudeDev. Now, let me first show you how to use it with Ollama. To configure Ollama, just click the Settings button here, and once you do that, you'll see this interface. In the drop-down, you can see some new options. One is the OpenAI-compatible API option, and the second one is the Ollama option. The OpenAI-compatible API option will basically allow you to put in any OpenAI-compatible endpoint and use that. For example, if you want to use something like Groq, you can easily do that by entering the Groq base, URL, API key, model name, and other details, which is really amazing. Apart from that, there's the Ollama option. The Ollama option is pretty simple. You just select it, enter the model name here, and you can start using it with the Ollama model. I would have liked it if it had a drop-down for Ollama models instead of typing the model name in myself. Since Ollama does have an endpoint for listing models, that can be added in future releases. Anyway, let me first show you how you can use it with Groq via the OpenAI-compatible API option. Then I'll show you how it works with Ollama. Groq is free to use for rate-limited usage. So, just sign up on Groq and get an API key from there. Once you have that, just come back to ClaudeDev, go to Settings, and choose the OpenAI-compatible API here. Now, in the URL option, enter this Groq API base URL. Once you've done that, enter your API key here. After that, you'll need to enter the model you want to use. They have a bunch of models. I like using the Llama 3.170B model. So, just enter it like this, and once everything looks like this, click the Done button. Now, we can start using it. I'll ask it to create something simple, like a to-do app. So, let's ask it to do that over here, and send it now. Okay, so it's doing that. Let's wait a bit. Now it's done. It's asking for permission. Let's approve all of them. Okay, so here's the shell command. Let's run it. And you can see that this is the app we wanted, and it works well. So, this is pretty cool. You can now use it for free with something like Groq, which is amazing. Now, let me also show you how to use it with Ollama. First, make sure you have Ollama installed. To install Ollama, just go to Ollama's site, click on the download button, choose your operating system, and get it installed. Once done, go to the models page and choose a model to use. I'll be using the Llama 3.18b model. So, let's select that and copy this installation command. Now, paste it in your terminal and the model will get installed. Once done, you'll see this chat interface in your terminal. Just send a message and check if it works. Now, go back to ClaudeDev and go to the settings option. Here, select the Ollama option and enter the model name. In this case, it's the Llama 3.1 model. So, let's enter that, and once done, click the Done button. Now, we can start using it. Let's ask it to do something similar to the Groq test we did. This time, let's ask it to make a food calorie tracker app and send it over here. It's generating now. Let's wait a bit. And it's done. As you can see, it's asking for approval again. So let's just do that once more over here. And now, here's the final shell command. You can also look at the code it has generated and the code diffs here as well, which is really amazing. Let's run it and see. Okay, so this looks fine, and it works pretty well too. I don't have any complaints. It looks amazing and works well, which is pretty good. I think this new addition to ClaudeDev just takes it to a whole new level. The only thing remaining is Gemini support, which you can have by using it via OpenRouter. But if native Gemini support is added here, then we can use it for free via Gemini's free tier models, which would be really cool. Apart from this, let me also show you the other features that have been added in the newer releases. One of the major features is the reading PDF and docs feature. Basically, now you can have a proper documentation of tasks or anything like that in a document or PDF. And you can just ask ClaudeDev to do something like convert the ABC doc file to a website or something similar, and it will read the file, understand what's inside, and convert it, which is really cool. Apart from that, you also have the terminal emulator, which means that when it generates a shell command, you can easily change it like a text box and then run it, which is good and also gives a correct context to ClaudeDev for further responses. There's also a search bar in task history, which allows you to search for multiple tasks that you may have done. You can now also change the code it has generated via the code diff that it shows before approval of the code, which is also really cool. To demonstrate this, let me ask it to generate a simple landing page. Let's send the prompt here, and it's getting generated now. Let's wait a bit. Okay, it's done. And now, as you can see, it's showing the code diff here. Now, what I can do is change the code it has generated here, and then approve the code in Claude, which will add the changed code in the context for better generations next time, which is also good. So, those are the major changes that have been made, and I think it's just amazing now. It will only get better from here. With Ollama support and new features, it will just get even crazier. So, go ahead and start using it with Ollama now. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below. Or you can also consider becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.